Bartolomeo, and today I'm reviewing One Piece Chapter 714. So, let's get started. The chapter starts off with, we're back at the end of Dressoro, where Nami, Brook, Chopper, and Momonosuke are supposed to be on the ship / guarding it. And, I saw some people at first, but I thought those are kind of weird. And then we see this big lady is on the Straw Hat ship, and she did something to the inside, but we're not entirely sure what it was. But then we go out to these people in the water, and it's Nami, Brook, Chopper, and Momonosuke. But they look really strange, I thought, and I realized they were puppets. They had been turned into puppets. I thought this was really weird. For some reason, I thought they were like doppelgangers, like people who were intentionally made to look like them. But I thought, no, this is the real people. So, apparently they witnessed what happened on the inside, and they knew they needed to get that lady away, so they tried to get her attention, but instead she decided to use her art on the ship, which, you know, messes the ship up and makes it look all weird, and it's all wobbly, bent and stuff. And whenever I saw this, I thought, I really like the Thousand Sunny, and I like the Going Merry whenever they had it, but I'd like to see a new ship too. I know the Thousand Sunny hasn't been here as long. It needs a little bit more time maybe, but I would like to see a new ship, so this is a possible way of the Straw Hats having to get a new ship, which they can make bigger and better, especially if they're going to be having more crew members. I always think of that new is better thing, but depending on, the quality of it. So, seeing this made me think this could be where they get a new ship. Of course, with Frankie's ability, he could probably just fix it right up and make it look exactly the same, but I don't know. I'm secretly hoping for a new ship. New, bigger, better ship. So, don't know what her ability is. I think it's something related with art, and she can turn stuff into abstract art, I don't know. And then we go back to the island, and this is where it pretty much focuses entirely on the Colosseum, this part at least. So we go back in and we see Bellamy, and they're talking to him, and they're like, so we found out that the Straw Hat, Mugiwara no Luffy, is in the, is fighting in the battle. What we need you to do is go and assassinate him. So it'll be easy, and then if you do this, you'll become one of the leaders of, like a Don Shuko family leader or whatever. So it's like he's got all this to win, but you can just see the look on his face like he really doesn't want to do this. Sure, he was beat up by Luffy before, but he sort of respects him in a way. What else is there? Oh, then we go over to, this guy who looks like a girl, basically, the beautiful pirates or whatever, leader. And then Bartolomeo goes over to talk to him. And he says, my feelings are more deep-rooted than yours, though. So I'm sitting here thinking, how could Luffy possibly have affected him in some way? I mean, we know that the beautiful Pirates person didn't like Luffy because all the media was taken away from her, because he looks like her. But that's why he doesn't like him. But it's like, what could he have done to Bartolomeo? I know it's never sort of not never, but it's not always direct. Sometimes it's indirectly he does it, and I'm guessing that's where it's going to go. I'm just wondering, what could have happened. So we'll just have to wait and see. Then we go to the actual, Colosseum, where we see, if Quincy was here, he would know her name. Don't remember her name, but she's a gladiator, and she's fighting, and then there's this other gladiator in there, who is bleeding severely from his head, but he won't take off his helmet, because apparently he knows said gladiator girl. So, just sort of curious as to who he is, but I'm guessing that the point she's trying to prove is to him, so I'm just curious It's like, who is he? Fighting a girl's name is Rebecca. Alright. So that's what it was. But I got those parts mixed up. It was actually, that part with Rebecca happened first, and then we go to Bellamy and Bartolomeo then. But anyway, we go back to Luffy, and now he's fighting, and he's riding this bull, who he calls, Usi, pronounced like Ushi, because it means like cow. It's going moo. Anyway, cow's just going around hitting, deflecting people off of the thing. Apparently the bull / cow, and Luffy have bonded. You know, that's what they do. And they run into the giant, and then the giant slams a fist with a shield over it into Luffy and the bull, and crushes them both into the ground. And since Luffy's rubber, it obviously had no effect on him, but it crushed the bull. So Luffy's just really sad that he lost his bull friend, and then he takes down the giant by jumping up in the air and using gear second, and punches the giant pretty hard in the face. Looked like it was enough to dent his helmet inwards. So the giant falls over. I don't think he was defeated. I think he just like got knocked down with one knee. But it's pretty cool, you know. Luffy's bounty is technically 4 times Dory and Brogy's bounty. So if this new giant is at least twice the giant they were, then Luffy should still have relatively no problem with him. So I'm really excited for next week, and this was a good chapter. Should probably move on to the basic facts. Badassness for this chapter, probably about a 6.5 or a 7. Attention level, how much attention was it paying? Probably about a 7 as well. Satisfactory, how satisfying was the chapter? Probably about an 8. Interest level, how interesting was it? Probably about 7.5. Comedy, 6.5. Fan service, 1. Animation, how well drawn was it? There was quite a few well drawn panels, but I'd have to say about a 5.5. And predictability, probably about a 5 or 4.5. And chapter rating out of 5 stars. Probably about a 3.2. No, probably about a 3.4. Probably about a 3.4. Yeah, you should definitely go watch it. And that's it for this review. Links in the description, and I'm the Shinigami. And I'm signing off. John.